When you look at me, what do you see? A girl? Brown hair? Kind of tall. But when you look at me, what do you think? Well, she seems pretty loud. Probably plays a sport because she's kind of tall. Does she get good grades? Does she have a pet? What grade is she in? Why is she pacing? Is she nervous? Wow, she is talking fast. What is she about to say? Why am I even listening to this? Some of you have probably already decided that I am super annoying. But here's the truth. Hi, my name is Denah Linderman. I'm a freshman at CDS, and I'm a theater kid. But I'm not just a theater kid. I am a theater kid who's going to use theater to change the way you think. Now, theater kids love telling stories. So I want you, the audience, to help me write one. But in order to write a story, I'm gonna need a location. So someone, anyone, shout out a room in a house. Kitchen! Yes. And in this kitchen, there was a little girl. So someone give me a little girl's name. Anna. Yes. And Anna decided that she wanted a pizza. So she went into the kitchen, she rolled out her dough, she got her sauce, she put her cheese on, but she didn't know what other toppings she wanted. So someone give me a random topping. Pineapple. Yes. And she put the pineapple on the pizza, she put it in the oven, she took it out, she cut it, she ate it, and she had a happy ever after. Did you see what we just did? We just used a theater technique called improv to write a story. Now, the main rule in improv is yes and. You never say no, because saying no will stop the flow of the scene. So, say yes and. By replying with yes and, it causes you to shift your perspective and open your mind. Today, I will teach you this technique and show you how it can be used in real-life situations, such as tackling biases, eliminating stereotypes, and improving teamwork. All key skills to success. Now let me tell you another story. One day, I walk into class. I'm so excited. It's the first day of high school, and I go to look for my name tag to see where I'm sitting. I find it, and I look who I'm sitting next to. My whole body deflates. I am sitting next to 3 people who I don't want to sit next to. For the sake of the story, I'm gonna call them Becca, Steve, and Kevin. Now, a little background on these 3 people. Becca is annoying. That's it. She's just so insanely annoying. Steve is a football boy, and Kevin, well, I don't really know Kevin, but he's not in my friend group, so he can't be any good. Did you see what just happened? Within 0.5 seconds, did you hear all of the negative thoughts I just had? This is how we think. And according to a study done by Dr. Michael Solomon, a graduate at the NYU School of Business and a famous author, states that within 7 seconds of contact, we make 11 decisions about another person. This is called the 7-11 rule. This is unintentional bias. Assumptions that we hold outside of our conscious awareness or control. So, even the most open-minded people have unintentional bias. I mean, it's called being human, but these biases limit us. And improv offers a simple solution to help overcome this. Let me show you. I'll start with Kevin. I've never talked to Kevin. Heck, I don't even know his last name. So why am I already assuming that he's up to no good? He hasn't done anything to show me he's not nice. So what's the issue? Well, the issue is that he's not in my friend group, he doesn't attend the parties that I go to, and he's not friends with any of my friends, so automatically, I was hesitant to interact with him. And although we don't admit it, we all think like this. we cut ourselves off from meeting new people so much that we could literally be ignoring the one person that we have most in common with, missing the chance to form a valuable connection. Now imagine that I did that in an improv scene. Do you think the scene would work? No, it would fall flat. There would be no chemistry, no excitement between me and my scene partner. So, let's change the way we think. Here's what we're gonna do. This half of the room, your word is yes. When I point to you throughout the talk, you're gonna say yes. This half of the room, your word is and. When I point to you throughout the talk, you're gonna say and. Let's try.
Yes. And. Yes. And. Yes. And.
Y'all got it.
Yes.
Kevin is not someone that I would normally talk to.
And.
He could still be a really good help in class. Or,
Yes.
Kevin is not in my friend group.
And.
He could still be a really good person. Now I know what you're thinking. Yeah, change your mindset, blah, blah, blah. Everyone says this. Come on, Denah, we've heard this before. And you have. But the way I've heard it is yes, but. Yes, Kevin is not someone that I would normally talk to, but maybe he can help me in class. I don't know, maybe that works for some people. But for me, the word but makes me feel like my feelings don't matter. And if I've learned anything from being a kid, I do not like it when someone tells me that my feelings don't matter. So, by switching it to think yes and, it causes a sense of acknowledgement for your feelings and a way to work around them. Fixed ideas about a person lead to unfair assumption, judgment, discrimination, and overall lack of understanding towards one another. By using the yes and method, we become more open to other opportunities, and over time, we will be able to look past other people's point of views and start making decisions for ourselves. Now back to the story. Steve, football boy. What does that even mean? Football boy. Well, if you've watched just about any coming-of-age movie or read just about any high school rom-com, the football boys aren't usually the smartest. And that's just outright absurd. No way people take what we see in movies and apply it to real life. Well, newsflash, we kind of do. And these are called stereotypes. And they're one of the biggest things to blame for closed-mindedness. Steve could be the smartest person in the world, and I wouldn't know, because I'm putting him in a singular box. So, what do? Yes. Steve plays football. He could also be really smart. We need to stop putting each other in these categories, because who knows? Steve could be the next Albert Einstein. And lastly, Becca. What to do about Becca? Well, I think everyone can relate to having to work with someone who you just can't work with. But hating them won't make the situation any better. And ignoring them won't make it go any quicker. So use yes and. If they have an idea that you don't like, don't tell them no. That will make them upset. Instead, say,
Yes.
I see what you're thinking.
And.
How about we look at this idea as well? Just like how in improv we add on to our scene partner, you can add on another idea. These are just a few of the many examples of yes and. It is a tool that helps us connect with others and a mindset that shapes how we see ourselves. This technique allows room for personal growth. And I will be honest, the change in your mindset does not happen overnight. It takes time and lots of practice. But once you realize that even the slight change in wording or the small shift in mindset will reduce bias, strengthen teamwork, and eliminate stereotypes, this little improv technique will become a second nature. So, what will you say the next time you're faced with one of these situations?
Yes. And.
Yes, I hope you learned something today. And thank you for listening.